should be fixed now. I realized it was a me problem. I had my phone still connected to my Bluetooth speaker. And so I think that it was like, I think that that was the issue. If there's still an issue, then I might not be able to go, I might not be able to go live today. There might be water in my microphone on my phone. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me see. Oh, that's a good, okay, this sounds much better. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I literally had it connected to a Bluetooth speaker that was like all the way on the other side of the room, which I didn't even know had a microphone. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys let me know. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I was like, what's wrong? I'm looking for good ones. Hi. Let me see. I don't like any of these. Let's see. What was the last? Welcome. What was the last show you binge watched? That I watched the whole season of? The Golden Bachelor. No, actually, the regular Bachelor, which sucked. Don't watch that one. Just watch the golden one. That one's cute. Hi. What was the last show that you guys binge watched? How did you come up, Cobra Kai? Oh, is it good? How did you come up with your first online username? I've never been creative, guys. Just my name. And also, I feel like it's hard. It's hard to come up with a cool name, at least for me, because it's like, that's what you're gonna be for your extended period online. So it just like, I'm just bad at it. Severance. Oh, I watched that show actually. I like halfway through, I was kind of like, oh, it just started getting really dark, and I was like, it is interesting. It's definitely a really cool concept for a show, but it was just starting to get kind of dark, and I was like, I don't like how I feel when I watch this. I think you guys probably get what I'm saying. Boardwalk Empire, a slow burn. Oh, is it mafia related? I don't watch TV, so I don't binge. Oh, okay. Okay, better than all of us. What book did you binge read then? I'm the same. I'm English and I'm called Jim LMAO. Hints. Just watch When Life Gives You Tangerines, amazing show, K-drama, true story. Oh, really? What's it about? Do you watch Fire Country? No, I've never heard of that. First username is last name spelled backwards. Ah. Is the Boardwalk Empire show good? I feel like that one's controversial. I'll pull that one. I'll pull the one that I just pulled later because it's controversial. Do you have or would you get any piercings on your body? I've had my ears pierced like 20 times, but I never, the holes, like I played sports growing up, so every time that I'd get them pierced, then I'd have to take them out for sports, and then the holes would close up, and then I would re-pierce my ears if I wanted to wear earrings, but then I would take them out because I didn't like the feeling of having earrings in my ears constantly when I was sleeping. And so, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm not like a huge jewelry person, even though I like how it looks. I just don't like how it feels on me most often. Yellowstone. Oh, I bet Yellowstone is awesome. I watched, what was it, 1883, and I really liked that show. Thought it was so cute and sad, but I loved it. Don't watch any mainstream media. Years ago, I did watch Making a Murder on Netflix, which was fascinating. Actually, no, pretty boring. Avoid. Oh, dang. I don't have a TV. Watch web series. Okay, what sort of web series? I used to binge read a series of books about a reincarnated Joan of Arc. The company stopped publishing the series. Oh. Earring. Just had 2-hour season finale. Fire Country did. Oh. Yes, I'm live. No piercings, no tats. Clip-on earrings? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. My grandmother had clip-on earrings, so I used to borrow hers. They were all very like gaudy though, so it's kind of intense. You know, like costume style jewelry. Please don't pierce anything else. Yeah, I don't want to pierce my ears again. Hi, I just watched 1883 too, loved it. Yeah, that show is so good. Lincoln Park has died, sad time for, you're not into horror movies, are you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The world already has enough horror. Choose a person playing the game. I guess that one's not helpful. The Queen's Gambit. Ah. What are your pet peeves? What really bothers me? I feel like it's a common, this is a common answer, but like people that are rude to wait staff. When Life Gives You Tangerines is a true story of an unbreakable love covering the span of 80 years. Aww. I used to make a fake earring out of a paper clip and my dad kicked my butt. Will you go to a horror movie if someone invites you? Absolutely not. No. I don't like horror movies. Not slanding. Friday the 13th, 7E. Also made my ear bleed. People don't use, fake people, true. People who don't use turn signals, true. You know, yeah. You should make one exception and watch the Jaws and react to it. It's such a classic, but maybe you've seen it. I've heard this movie. Aren't there like 20 Jaws? Queen's Gambit. How are the chickens? They must be big by now. Yes, they're doing well. I actually posted Mild, that's one of my chickens' names, on my story today on Instagram. Baggage claimed. You're my top 5 to follow on YouTube. Who are your favorite people to follow? Who do I watch a bunch of? I like, you guys are, I feel like most of her followers are probably girls, but I like Miss Mango Butt. Her name is Stephanie Sue. The most recent one, which it's funny because I don't watch horror movies, but I'll listen to these true stories and it's fine. Not sure why, but that's just how we are as women, I guess. But yeah, I like her channel a lot. She has a new channel called Moral of the Story, and all of the stories are not actually like murder or like horrific kind of like stories. They're all just kind of like goofy scandals, and I like listening to that because it's funny, and she talks about world news, so it's fun to hear the scandals of the world. That one, I prefer that channel to her like Rotten Mango channel, so I like her. The Descent has a great jump scare scene. Ah. Who else do I watch? I watch Mia Maples, and I like a few streamers. Like I like watching, this is a really random one, but I like watching Asmongold. I think that he's funny. And Emaru. I like Asmongold and Emaru. Who else do I watch? I feel like I watch YouTube all the time, but it's just like, it's hard to come to mind like just like 5 people. Let me see. Who else? I like, yeah, I feel like those are like probably my top 3 YouTuber kind of people. Happy Saturday. When will we get a sleep token reaction? I've reacted to a few sleep token songs. How good are you at keeping secrets? I would say it depends on the secret. And that's facts, that's real. Just if you just type in MaddyReactions and then whatever artist or comedian you have interest in, I've probably done something, probably, but you forgot to mention your channel. Well, I mean, I don't typically just sit and watch my own channel, but maybe I should. Maybe maybe that's something I should be doing. What do you want to be when you grow up? Smarter, stronger, more beautiful, more fulfilled. I don't know. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you consider yourself to be more of an extrovert, or an introvert? I am, I think that I used to be a very big extrovert, and then I've kind of turned into more of an introvert. But I was actually just on the phone with one of my friends from childhood, and she reminded me of the story of how we met, and I literally just went up to her and I was like, hey, come with me, come hang out with me. And I'm like, that's not me anymore. That's crazy. That doesn't even feel like the same person. But it was. So yeah, I would say that I'm extroverted with the people that I know, but does that make me an extrovert? Not necessarily. I need time to recharge still. What about you guys? Introvert. I'm an introvert, but I can be fun at parties. Nice. Okay, introvert. Last time I watched you were taking up carpet. How did that turn out? The carpet has been removed. But I have to put my flooring down. But I don't know if I should give you guys like a little like showcasing. The mold is gone from my bathroom. Tax season happened. So the mold has now officially been removed from my bathroom. So that's really positive. That was like a big step forward. So that's really awesome. Maybe not tonight, but maybe next stream I'll show you guys all of the stuff that's been taken out. And now like the sheetrock has been opened in the bathroom for parts of the wall, and yeah, it's clean now. So it's a happy thing. I like that one, but way more beautiful, good one. Oh, I think that he's probably delayed. INFJ here, introverted, extrovert. Nice. Fat and lazy. I'm already grown up. I'm a retired deputy sheriff. Oh, wow. Ambivert here, former extrovert. Yeah, I feel like the older I get, the more introverted I get. But yeah, me as a kid, I just would go up to everyone, which is really dangerous. That's quite dangerous. Ambivert here, former introvert. Yes, we recharge alone, but we can be fun after recharging. Yeah, ambivert. No mold is great. Yeah. What's your favorite movie? Why did I think of Shrek first? My brain is trolling me. I can't. That's so hard. What's your favorite movie? I'm gonna have to think about that one. I'll come back. Thank God for the hatchery. Used to be way more extroverted. People are a lot now. You're fun though. Do you collect anything? If so, what? Yes. Antiques and vintage furniture. That's my thing. I like collecting antiques. I like collecting vintage furniture. I like buying all of the old stuff. I think that that's, hold on, let me see. Okay, so I have this little globe, and then I have a marble table, and then and then this couch that I'm sitting in is like, it's like an office style Chesterfield. So it's not a real Chesterfield, but it's an office style Chesterfield that's a little older. But yeah, I like collecting antiques and vintage items. I'm glad to hear no more. Thank you. Introvert. Mine is Boogie Nights. I've never seen that movie. It's a Wonderful Life. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yeah, I know. I do need to install an exhaust fan in my bathroom. It's just like there are many renovations, and so I am saving currently. Any plans for your other channel? Yes. Yes. So I posted a video on my other channel. If you guys haven't checked it out, feel free to go check it out. It's me opening boxes looking for Labubu. I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, if you guys go to Maddy Attack, you can watch that video. And the channel, I plan on just doing like a bunch of random stuff. And that channel, I'm going to be posting less frequently, but they're going to be extreme edits. Like, I mean, that edit was like, I don't know, it took me like 2.5 weeks of time, like, to edit. And then I edited on iMovie, and that's a mistake. That's a huge mistake because you can't offload off of iMovie. Like, it's the most ridiculously challenging thing to do, and I don't understand why Apple set it up like that. Apple, if you happen to be tapped into my device right now and you're listening, iMovie sucks. You need to figure out a way to let me just literally save my video on my device. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm gonna be using different editing software, probably DaVinci, but who knows. Shawshank Redemption, Repo Man, It's a Wonderful Life. Wow, those are very diverse answers. When I grow up, I want to be an adult. Only 63 and still don't know what I want to do with my life. It depends. If I like you, I'll shut up. If I like you, I can talk a lot. A lot. Nice. Austin Powers. What period of furniture? Well, my favorite is Victorian, but you know, that's challenging to come by. I think in my previous stream, you probably see me sitting in my Victorian chair. I have a his and hers Victorian chair. And then I also have the lounger that goes with it. It needs to be reupholstered. But that's another project. Do you watch Antiques Roadshow? I actually did as a child, but I hated it. But I feel like it like subconsciously became ingrained into my DNA. So now it's just like when I see antiques, I just go crazy and I need to buy them all because you're never gonna see the same thing again, more than likely, unless it's like dead stock. Or Big Trouble in Little China. We like mid-century. Nice. Yeah, I like Victorian. I think some mid-century stuff can be really cool. But some I don't really like the shape feeling of, like the shape kind of and structure and feeling. I feel like mid-century is kind of like a little bit colder, and the Victorian's a little bit more like warm and like romantic. But the world is flat, JK, sorry, flat earthers. Watch Cabin in the Woods. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Repo Man is hilarious. Tiny Hammer Squad. Boogie Nights is not a dirty movie. Very deep, actually. I love Scarface and Tombstone. You can get a pretty nice exhaust fan for like 20 to 30 bucks. Very easy to install when you're already renovating. Yeah, I do. I mean, because some of the ceiling has been removed. Because, yeah, it just, so much of the sheetrock needed to be removed. So yeah, it probably would be easier to install now at this point. But yeah, definitely not putting a ceiling like structure more sheetrock up until I have an exhaust in, because yeah, we're not gonna happen again. Do you garden at all? Kind of. Kind of. Do I buy plants? Yes. Do I have a particularly green thumb? No. Do I have chickens? Yes, I have chickens. People are suggesting good movies. Apple is Apple. Yeah, Tombstone is a great movie. Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, is my favorite, but my favorite with my favorite actor, Jim Carrey, is The Mask. Life with the Father. Magnolia, Tombstone. I have a Kurt mustache from Tombstone, or the beard from The Thing. What is your favorite genre of movie and favorite of movies and fave movie? I like psychological thrillers. I like comedies. And I like action movies as long as they have romance. What is your favorite meal that you cook yourself? And my favorite movie, I'm still not sure. What's your favorite Disney movie? Pocahontas. What is your favorite meal that you cook yourself? I'm kind of basic. There are some things that I'll cook for myself, right? But I usually just cook the same thing for myself most days. It's like steak, or it's like short ribs, and then eggs for my chickens. And then it depends. I got like this really tasty gluten-free sourdough, so I've been eating that from like a local bake shop. Sometimes I'll do rice, sometimes I'll do potatoes, but it's usually like that sort of thing, and then like something fermented. That's like majority of what I eat. But I like other stuff too, and I like to cook. I just don't typically. I'm doing other stuff. Do the chickens help with the gardening? Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely they help with the gardening. They fertilize it. They just go out and eat all the bugs that are gonna try to eat my plants. What is your favorite snack to have when watching movies? Usually I'll make myself like a little snack smorgasbord. Like, might be some dark chocolate, maybe some pistachios or cashews, or popcorn sometimes. And you know what's really good, because it's kind of like reminiscent of sour candy? Kiwis. And it's one of those fruits that like I feel like everybody forgets about, but it gives that like sour candy vibe. So yeah, I like kiwis. Chickens are funny, love them. What's your favorite? The Game is good. The Game is a good psychological thriller. The Game. She loves bangers and mash. Is that what that is? Forrest Gump. Pocahontas, okay. An Australia trip, fresh eggs, yeah, exactly. And my chickens are spoiled, okay? My chickens are spoiled. Sauerkraut. Yeah, I don't like traditional sauerkraut, but I like red cabbage sauerkraut. Just like I don't like traditional natto, I like black bean natto. The traditionals of both of those are very pungent. I love pickles though. Love pickles. Dill. I don't like the sweet pickles. But yeah, I like sauerkraut and kimchi. Good that you have chickens with the price of eggs these days. Yes, and my chickens are fed well. And I love the fact that whatever I give my chickens, they're just gonna give back to me. So they love blueberries. That's like one of their faves. Hey, your hair is fire. Thank you. Love kiwi. Kiwi, starfruit, dragon fruit, lychee. Or lychee. How do you guys say it? Lychee or lychee? What's your favorite color? I like purple. I like yellow. I like pink. I like green too. Different shades of green. Like kind of like a mossy color green, or like a sage green. Jack Link's bacon jerky, the ultimate munchie snack. Okay, I don't eat pork, but to each their own. I started some homemade lacto fermented sauerkraut today. So easy and delicious. Oh, yum. Do you name your chickens? Yes. So I have 6 chickens currently. 2 of them I had to give to a larger farm because they're very talkative. But so I have Dolores, that was my original chickie. And then I have Superstar, that's my little rooster guy. And then I have Moon, and then I have Black, and then I have Mild, because they're basically like twins, Black and Mild. And then I have Goldilocks. Those are my babies. Maddie, is this you or a simulation? It's a simulation. Sauerkraut is so good for gut health. Someone having a party without me? Hi, Marissa. Lychee. Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? Lychee or lychee? Purple. I have no idea why I'm here, but you have nice hair. Well, welcome. You're here now. You can't leave. Or I mean, you can leave, but you probably just don't want to. I love lemongrass, and kaffir lime leaves are the best, both in teas and as rub on seafood. Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. The Game. Are you still modeling? Sure. You seem to know a lot, like a lot of things. I do like a lot of things. I don't know a bunch. I know a little about a lot. I've got 9 chickens. They're good girls. That's awesome. I process 5 million pounds of blueberries a year? What? That's pretty turned up. Okay. Send some to my chickens. Lychee. See? Okay, what is it? Pink hammer. Thought sauerkraut was gross until I had a Reuben. Basically just the acid in the sandwich. New Mexico on purpose. Like pickles, delicious. How many calories is that in blueberries? Remember our COD streams? Can you still carry our games? Yeah, she knows how to use a little hammer. Yes, I do. So, I sort of do. I'm proficient. It's 100% lychee. Okay, wait, you need to say which country you're from and what your pronunciation is, because I think that Europeans and Americans, we may say it differently. The algorithm works in mysterious ways. Yeah, it knew that you wanted to be here right now. It's so refreshing to see a girl not tatted up and pierced. That seems to be a millennial thing. Maybe Gen Z is different. And also sauerkraut is amazing for the gut, flying between subjects. I have tattoos. They're just small because I modeled for an extended period of time. And I regret majority of the tattoos that I have, but I have them. Like I have one on my finger. Well, I have one on my finger. Then I have one on my arm. Our family does hay farming. Nice, throwing hay bales. Yeah, I used to do that too. That was how we got our farm tax write-off because we had animals, but we weren't producing anything. So yeah, I did that too. Same. That was how my summers were spent. I was basically a slave. Just kidding. Just kidding. Our family does hay farming. Fever ham, hawks, and kraut. Are you from Maine? Is this a pickup line? Australia, lychee. I'll try it. American. Oh man, and in America, things get pronounced way different depending on your region. Yeah, where are you from? LOL. He had children because they were free labor. Awesome. Yeah. Let me see. Wisconsin. I raise quail, beautiful little birds, and plenty of eggs. Aww. Yeah, I feel like it is kind of like that though, because when you're a child, that's labor. That's like legitimate child labor. You're not getting paid. I mean, maybe you are, but I was not getting paid. But it's like, my family was like, your payment is that you have animals that you can hang out with, you could ride your horse, you can do all of this stuff. So then I'm like, all right, fair. And also you have all of this food. I was like, all right, fair. I'm in the going extinct breed. No tats. Nice, good. I actually regret all of my tattoos except for one because it has a significant meaning to me, but the rest, just goofy. Hi. Oh, you love me. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I moved to Appalachia from San Diego. They got a whole other vocabulary here. Yes. Okay. West Virginia mountain singers. Have you guys heard that song, Me and You? It's so good. And I love her voice. And it's just sunshine and it's happiness and it's such a good song. I probably can't. I can't recreate her voice because it's just so cute. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, I don't know, I can't. She might have copyright issues. It's me and you and me and both of us. Yes, that makes we. It's like, it's so cute. It's so cute. You guys have to listen to the actual song. With a roof, clothing, and food on the table, some of the tasks were insane though. Yeah, exactly. Facts. There are a lot of blueberries in Maine. It's all part of living on the farm, isn't it? Yes. My wife just passed by and asked me, WTF, are you watching? And I didn't have an answer. That is the highest compliment I can pay to this random stream I stumbled upon. Well, hello. Um, I'm Maddie. I have a reaction channel. That's what this is. It's my reaction channel. I do random live streams. They are sporadic and sort of planned, not really. I will be playing some games at some point, but I have to acquire the rest of the parts of my PC, and that's been put on hold until I continue onward with my renovations. So just like a lot of spread out things are occurring. Melbourne, Australia. Live on a farm and fruits as well. Prickly pear. I got sleeve tattoos. I'd get a tattoo, but I don't even trust someone to cut my hair. I have a tattoo in my mind. Nickelback is the Beatles of our time. You know, people hate on Nickelback, but they're actually, they just produced bangers. I lived in the 2000s with zero tattoos, big brain. Yeah. Tattoos are great though. I have a half sleeve on one arm that is all traditional Japanese look of koi fish, dragon, waterfall, and cherry blossom tree. Other half sleeve, high detailed characters. Oh, cool. 6 blueberry plants last week. Yeah, I have like a little blueberry plant, but I was told not to put it into the ground because it's like it's blooming or it's fruiting season, but I don't think that that benefited it. I don't think that benefited the plant at all. I think that I maybe should have put it in the ground, but I don't know. We'll see if the plant lasts. I hope that it does. What reactions are coming up next? Well, you're gonna have to stay with the notification bell on the channel to find that out. I have thought about tattoos, 68 and don't have one yet. Well, I mean, it's never too late, but I would suggest that you get something that's very meaningful. Both pronunciations are correct. One is Mandarin and the other is Cantonese. Lychee and lychee? What genre of games do you play? I like story games. I like role-playing games. I like third-person shooters more than first-person, but I'll play first-person. Not good, though. I'm not good. Awesome. Billy Strings. I don't think so. I've watched The Moth and the 12-minute one, I think. Whether that's on YouTube, I don't know, because I know one of those was blocked, and so then I put it on my Patreon. Nickelback was the best. 3 Doors Down. Yeah. Radiation therapy. Wow. You can't compare the Beatles to Nickelback. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Until Dawn playthrough through yet? Isn't that a scary movie? A scary game? Find a friend and play Split Fiction. Oh yeah, that game is so cool. I love watching gaming for a chaos. You have such a great figure. Do you work out? I like to take walks. I like to do, Beatles were part of the MK Ultra, no thanks. Yeah, I was actually going to say something and kind of say, I wonder if Nickelback was America's Beatles equivalent MK Ultra plant. But then I was like thinking about the messages that they were talking about in their songs. I'm just thinking about it because I'm like, is there anything that promotes a specific agenda? Because I mean, like some of the Beatles songs, they kind of promote like specific agenda, right? Third Eye Blind. I just picked up Elden Ring. Dang, it's hard. Yeah, there's a new Skyrim game, right? Obsidian or something. Which do you prefer more, the beach or the mountains? I like the beach. How do you feel about metal music with an organ from a video game named Ultra Kill? I'm not a huge metal fan unless it's like math rock metal or it's like sort of symphonic. I don't like all of that though, but I like some of it. The CIA used Beatles as part of the MK Ultra program. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, and to promote their acid and free love movement and breaking up the nuclear family, all that stuff we know. We know it's sad, but then I was like, well, what would the mission of Nickelback be? Because it's like, it wouldn't be the same mission because then we were in a different time period, so they would need something different from the general population. But I don't know. I don't really know what, because it's like he has the one, the the photograph song, right? That's like one of his most famous ones. I guess it's like just about divorce, right? Or like breaking up. So I guess he could promote just like breaking up the nuclear family still. I don't know. Oblivion is a remake. What's the best pickup line someone's ever used on you? I don't know. I don't know. Remaster. Rockstar by Nickelback has a heartfelt, honest message. Yeah. No contest. If we get a tattoo, it would be Jesus the Messiah in Hebrew and Tetelestai, paid in full in Greek, uttered by Jesus on the cross. Oh, wow. Mountains by the beach works for me. I like the mountains but miss the beach. Yeah, I mean, Topanga Canyon, that is a beautiful place. Getting dudes to make burgers and drink beer. What is MK Ultra? I'm not familiar with the term. Well, do we want to go down the conspiracy hole? I love to go down the conspiracy hole, but I also think that it turns some people off. So I'm trying to be more cognizant. Like in the last video that I did, some people were very, I don't know, like I thought that at this point everybody knew that chemtrails, like, it's a legitimate thing and it's called cloud seeding, and it's some sort of form of weather manipulation has been occurring since literally the 1890s. So it's just like, to see people in the comments like, this is a conspiracy. I'm like, bruh, they literally just passed a bill to block out the sun in under the guise of global warming, which, okay, maybe global warming exists, but like, I think that's a little dramatic. How about you guys just like stop flying around in your private jets to go fly an hour to whatever location you're going to? Maybe just do that like once a month or something. I don't know. Block out the sun. That makes complete sense. Anyways. But MK Ultra was a program that was put into place by the CIA that is no longer around, that has relational ties to not only Hollywood, but also to a few mass murderers that were able to masterfully manipulate people to commit crimes and perform their bidding, I guess. But you know, like just girly things. The Nickelback mission. She loves Skid Row, I think. Yeah, you know, like I don't dislike Skid Row, but I also was like, okay, I didn't really like the singer's like voice so much. But like I don't think that they're bad. They're not bad. It's just like not the style of music that I would listen to. Would that be considered metal? Both cold and hot. Ironic, that was the question. I'm going to Denver to visit a friend tomorrow for a few days, catching some Rockies baseball games. Nice. Fish, but not new fish. Wish mostly sucks. If you ever want a tattoo for a human figure, do you work for... Babe, do you work for NASA? Because you're a rocket. That is a cheesy line. The best pickup line doesn't register as a pickup line. Until Dawn is a horror game. It's not a conspiracy, but most of us know what it is. What pickup lines actually work? I think being genuine works better. Yeah, I would agree with that. When all my friends were getting tattoos together, I went to the shop with them and looked through one of the artist books. I loved one picture, so I hung it up on my wall till I got sick of it. No tattoo. Nice. Read the book Chaos. Yeah, I know the book you're talking about. Oh no, the uninitiated MK Ultra was uninitiated MK Ultra was CIA mind control. Yeah. That's why I haven't done it. Razor is here to back Maddy up. Yeah. Razor's got me. If you guys are on the Discord, Razor is like, he is the conspiracy theory expert. He's always posting in the conspiracy channel. People need to grow some thicker skin. They used cloud seeding when the hurricane hit North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah, guys. And all of a sudden, all of the insurance companies no longer covered those things weeks before these extreme weather events occurred. Just a coincidence, though. It's not anything that you should be concerned about. HAARP, block of the sun in Drury, UK. Yeah, literally, like, you guys barely have sunlight as it is. That's crazy to me. What's the craziest conspiracy you actually believe? Well, I don't really think that they're conspiracies. They're just legitimate things. Funny how conspiracy theorists keep getting proven right. I mean, we already know this. You guys, I feel like you guys are all like here with me, but conspiracy theorist was literally a term that was invented by the CIA to make people seem crazy when they questioned the government. And it was when JFK was assassinated. It's just goofy. I was like, nah, but now I'm like, yeah, facts, facts. It would take too long to explain MK Ultra. My favorite pickup line is, does this smell like chloroform? SMH. Jail. Until Dawn is like a life is strange, but you can permanent kill off characters if you're not careful. Think like a cheesy horror. Oh, you know what? I think that I did try to play that game and I hated it, so I stopped. Did you hear that they leveled a section of the rainforest for a climate change summit? Doesn't surprise me. It's just like, do you guys not want to live? Like, I don't even know if I want the answer to that. Did you hear that they, Devil May Cry 5, bury the light music? Don't give them any ideas, please, people. I like the sun. LOL. It's a legitimate thing. It's art. It's not my idea. That is a legitimate thing that I believe. I don't know if it was passed, but I believe that it was in the works of possibly being passed. It really is a conspiracy, not a theory, an actual conspiracy. Tom O'Neill with Dan Pipe and Bring. I love Maddy. Thank you. I feel attacked with a private jet comments. Is that a flex? Is that you trying to flex? Are you taking your private jet 30 minutes away? What would be a 2-hour car ride? Or I mean, like, even like probably a 30-minute commercial ride? No, MLK Ultra is still around and it is still used. MLK Ultra. Yes, it is. Yeah, we know. But it's not, guys. It's not. They said it's not, so that's obviously true. I'm 16 and may pertain to events prior to my birth. Watch Conspiracy Theory with Mel, short and maybe movie. Oh, was it exactly? Pretty much every mass. I saw a funny, I almost posted this on my story, but I was like, I know that I have some people that are not with this, but it was like a video, and it was like this like the CIA, like just like screaming. It's just like this random guy screaming, right? And it's like the CIA after their plant gets off of their SSRIs and gets a girlfriend. Which is sad. That's sad. But it's also really funny because it's just like, that's kind of like their formula, and that's been their formula for the past, I don't know, 60 years. Watch Conspiracy Theory with Mel, short and maybe movie. Yeah. Better question, what is the best pickup line that worked? I think like just like legitimately talking, just having a convo. Most old government programs that seem to disappear are still around under. Yeah, exactly. They literally just rebrand. They're like, let's throw that name out. We don't like all of the things that we've done that have been in association with that name, or the things that people have perceived us to have done or have allegedly done that were not proven to be done in court, whatever. It's cheesy, but it made her laugh. Yes, yeah, worst thingy of the planet. Worst thingy. Skid Row would be a hair band or an 80s rock band. Motley Crue, Cinderella, Poison, there were a bunch of them. I liked Steelheart, though. I really like Steelheart. I did not shoot, like 6 times. Yes, exactly. Good night. Conspiracy theorists are like 99.0 right now, pretty much. You said that as I typed it. We know. Wait, no, we don't. We know nothing. Nothing. I don't know anything, guys. I don't know anything. I'm literally, this is like, I watched someone recently. He was like, no, this is like a D&D campaign role play. This is what I'm talking about. It's not real. It's just made up stories. I think everyone is really aware of what's going on. It's just about courage to openly talk about it. I feel like it has gotten better throughout the years. In the 80s, you were labeled nuts. Yeah. No, really, I did it. Yeah, exactly. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Yeah. You wait till MLK files are released. Shh. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about that too. Shh. Taking of conspiracy theories, you should watch the George Clooney movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. It's hilarious. Oh, you know, I've heard that movie. Heard of that movie. Nah, don't do short flights like that unless I'm going to see my mom in Kentucky, which like just over an hour flight, but it's an 8-hour drive. But Denver tomorrow is over 2 hours from Milwaukee. I mean, that's not a big deal. I feel like MK Ultra stuff and JFK play Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I don't know if I played that one. I can't remember. Which one is that one? There are so many Call of Duties. We live in a matrix. I'm not sure what to do here without playing Call of Duty. What are you? Okay, I don't have a game right now. I mean, I have gaming systems, but like there's no way for me to stream it because my computer is gonna poop out. My computer will totally poop out if I'm streaming something on it. And then I also have an SDI card like connected, like SDI, I think cable connected to my gaming system, and then I'm like streaming it through. And it's like if I'm streaming it through the gaming system, then it's like it just won't be what I want. What were conspiracy theories are now spoiler alerts. Yeah. I just want to state right now that I am not suicidal. Facts. Tattoos on beautiful girls suck. Well, I mean, I'm literally a person. So it's like, I mean, like that's like going to like a buffet or something and just like talking about how you don't like broccoli when there's like asparagus or whatever else that you like on the buffet. It's just like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, so I've been reading up on this math rock because I was a math major, but I had no idea about the genre. Do you have one you would recommend? Yeah, I've actually reacted to Polyphia. I like them a lot. I really like them. And then I feel like you guys are gonna say this is controversial. I talk about them all the time. The Mars Volta, I feel like they're kind of math rocky. And then I'm trying to think of other bands. You know who I'd also say is math rocky kind of that's like become popular recently? Flawed Mangoes. I feel like he's kind of math rocky. What's the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth? About 6 months, yeah. We've been gaslit by our government for decades. It's all coming out, yeah. Minesweeper. Maddy, please do like Candace Owens show on conspiracies. Maybe when I'm making like $1 million a year and I can hire personal security, sure. But as of right now, absolutely not. I'm not trying to get offed just yet. No, trust the government. SSD. Yes, thank you. Like really. Highly recommend Whitney Webb's One Nation Under Blackmail book. Yes, I've heard of that book. Sorry, still here. I just went. Oh, nice. Like I'm 20-ish from. Nice. I love her courage. I have CIA stuff. Don't ask. Tattoos or no tattoos makes no difference to the attractiveness of a person. I mean, like, I feel like it's just like you have preferences. Everybody has preferences, right? It's like some people like this, some people like that. But it's just like, okay, I don't know. I don't go around saying like, I hate broccoli. Broccoli is the worst. Just like, I would just talk about the things that I do like and then put those on my plate. I like auto racing games, but I just want to race. My son gave me his old Xbox and it takes like 45 minutes to pick out what color pants your racers are going to wear. I just need to start at gas. Nice. Tattoos on a beautiful girl are like ketchup on a filet mignon. Well, I mean, some people like ketchup on their filet mignon. That is a preference, right? Just like I like a beer belly at a guy is unattractive, right? To me. But it's like I'm not gonna go around telling guys, oh, like that's goofy. Or like, I don't know. I'm trying to even think. But it's just like why? Why waste your time thinking about stuff you don't like when you can think about stuff you do like? Or you can think about the government conspiracies that are absolutely not true. And then your mind is completely consumed with all of that. Call of Duty Black Ops is like number 6, but doesn't need you to play any before. The main protagonist is played by Sam Worthington, the main male lead of James Cameron's Avatar. Ah, hello. We're all ex-SAS veterans. I'm sure we can protect you. Oh, wow. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for your service. Support veteran-owned businesses. We need Maddy behind the scenes photo shoots. Yeah, at some point. You sound like the scammers that just called me. Yo, no idea what's going on here. Hi. Okay, well, welcome. That was such a good point about the buffet. Yeah. For like the same thing, the world would be pretty. Exactly, yeah. It's like if everybody liked the same thing, they had the same personality, everybody knew the exact same things. It's like you wouldn't, at that point, you just have to telepathically kind of like look at someone and just be like, it's like you already know everything. It's like everybody saw the same movie. There's only one movie in the theater. That sounds like communism. That sounds like communism. But it's like everybody watched the same movie. There's only one movie, and it's just like everybody eats the same food every day. At some point, I feel like language, like in that sort of society, I feel like language would just become obsolete, and you just kind of just like communicate by a look, like that meant are you hungry? Because like there's nothing to talk about. You don't put a bumper sticker on a Lambo. That's why I don't have a tattoo on my body. Tell guys that cargo pants are evil. Body art is cool, but art is subjective. Exactly, art is subjective. A receding hairline, a beer gut, a short man, hairless man, or a hairy man. Because they're scammers. Capri shorts are an aesthetic abomination. AFK for nice. There's only one movie, and it's Norm Macdonald. Latin. Regarding taste, there is no dispute. I can't tell if you're tall or short. I'm actually 12'10". About 50% of the time, I can get a scammer to give me a phone number I can call him back at. If I ever make that mistake, I will not stop calling them. Might be petty, but I've got time. I'm petty. Well, you need to have someone else do the work for you. You need to sign them up for every single goofy thing on the internet. Just put their phone number, copy paste their phone number into every single goofy scam thing in the internet. That they're just gonna, you won't even have to do the legwork unless you really enjoy listening to the suffering. Then I guess go ahead. I got that look. I understood you. You understood? Okay. I guess language is about to become obsolete. My last girlfriend and I could communicate with grunts and points. Jorts on men are peak of male perfection. What's the best advice you've ever received, either professionally or personally? I feel like there's a lot. I mean, I think that just doing it, like Nike, right? I think that that is very important. Just do it. Because if you don't do it, then you'll never know. Even if you're probably gonna suck at it initially, and then you just have to keep on trying, and then eventually you'll get good. But it's like, it's hard, I think, especially in this kind of instant gratification society, for us to work towards something without receiving those dopamine hits or serotonin hits, whatever. I think it'd be more likely dopamine, right? To like achieve something. So I think that trying and doing something, because it's like you're going to be bad at it initially, probably. Maybe you're gifted, right? But you're still going to have to excel beyond that point of being gifted in whatever it is that you do. So yeah, just doing it. I think that that's important. And also not taking anything personally. What about you? What is the best advice you've ever received? Scars are my tattoos. Each one has a story. When you're in deep water, move your arms and legs. I'm tired, but I refuse to go to bed. Called me first and I'm totally fine. Listen to them lose their mind. It makes my heart smile. We'll call until they literally disconnect the number. Is YouTube your full-time job, or are you working towards it? YouTube's not my full-time job. I have a full-time job as well. Just don't give up no matter what. She gets a Nike deal. Here's a deep question. What's the one meal you would choose as your last? Hot pot. Hot pot. Always gonna be hot pot. What about you guys? 12'10", I can verify. Her Xmas tree was 10 foot. And I was taller than it. Don't go where the government tells you to go during an emergency. My mom, best advice I've ever heard. Facts. Strike while the iron is still iron? Do you mean while it's still hot or while it's still iron? I guess that makes sense. It's always going to be iron. So you just, any time is the right time. That's good. Nothing worthwhile comes easy. True. She towered over the Christmas tree. Mistakes do not define you. What you do as a result of them does. Nice. Okra, mashed potatoes, some of that cornbread your wife makes. Meatloaf, be nice. The band are you talking about? Pizza, hot pot, and Peking duck. I love Beijing Kaoya. Yep, it's good. I was told to remember to appreciate the simple beauty in the world. If you look for beauty, you see it. If you look for ugliness, you find it as well. Facts. So you're an optimist. Bangers and mash with gravy. How tall are you? I'm 12'10". I actually just turned 12'12". I just grow continuously. Let me see. Have you ever missed a flight at the airport? Yes. What happened? I caught another flight, of course. I felt like Norm just now. Not as good. Not as good. I knew you guys are gonna roast me, but yeah. I should have gave it more comedic timing at the end. Don't forego the good in pursuit of the perfect. Nice. I like that. I like it to an extent because I feel like you shouldn't settle, right? But you should also not do something just because it's not going to be perfect, because then it'll help you reach a higher level. If you know me, you'd understand. Strike before the iron turns into rust. Found my light in the darkness. Oh my God, you can dunk on LeBron. Yeah, LeBron James. Yakisoba. 12'10" with a 37-inch girth arms. Yes, my arms. Oh, you might be able to hold on. Okay. I'm like, it looks like I look pretty muscular, but I'm actually, my shoulder's pretty muscular. I'm like, oh. Okay. That's enough hulking. I'm not trying to scare you guys. You're gonna throw through the roof by morning. That was a Norm Macdonald joke for sure. Yes, I swapped my ticket with my mate's buddy. Maddie, you need to do Delirious and Wrong by Eddie Murphy. Oh, haven't flown commercials since 75. As Norm said about OJ when he saw Johnny Cochran, or Cochran, I don't know how to say his last name, wearing his ski mask. Hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat. If Maddie was a flower, she'd be a damn D-line. Will you watch more internet historian videos? Yes, he's funny. If you had to choose a boy band from the 90s, early 2000s, who would you pick? I don't really, I mean, they were a band. Default. I liked that band. I really liked that band. Flex, show your biceps. Okay. I'm like Oh. It's like, I think I have more shoulder stuff going on than arm. This is still like a little bit. Like, oh. I feel like I look, I look like Slender Man sometimes. I've been doing EMS workouts, which have been really helpful. Right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Woo! Have you got a license for those guns? Oh. Woo woo. Have looked like you almost flexed that shoulder into dislocate. I don't know like what to pose. I don't like go around flexing, so I'm like trying to give you guys like legit poses, but I don't know. Hold on. I feel like this is what Arnold Schwarzenegger does. Like he holds his arms together, right? But I don't know, because it's like if you put it up like that, you can kind of see some shoulder definition, but then I think this is like the more proper way. New Kids on the Block. OJ Jokes got Norm fired from SNL. He wouldn't let the subject. Oh, that makes sense. You have a great sense of humor and an infectious laugh. Well, thank you. NSYNC was the best. Look at them guns. I was listening to alternative back in the 90s. Ultimate Headlock. Oh, yeah. I am a decent wrestler. Is the Remembering Norm video on your watch list, where his comedian friends got together to talk about him after he passed? Video is about 33 minutes long. If it's Netflix, I won't be able to watch it. It's gonna be hardcore, struck down. Your biceps look fine. Nice guns. When I Hulk, the wind catches my shirt and knocks me down. I'm skinny is what I'm saying. Brother, that humeral joint is solid. I actually don't know which that is. Is that up here? Is that this one? My shoulders are actually pretty strong. Like they're actually pretty strong. But it's like I've got. Hey, been watching your Norm reactions, lots of love. Oh, thank you, Marissa. My grandmother would say you need a few biscuits, honey. Biscuits? I eat. Oh, I had my window open. I eat good. Welcome to the gun show. She's 12 foot 12 inches. She don't need to flex. Aloha, Maddy. Awesome reactions and dig the videos. Thank you. Any pose you strike is fine with us. Watch out. Keep flexing, lady. One of those guns may go off. Right to bear arms. In Russia, they have right to hold bear. I want a bear. That'd be cool. Gotta go. Please holster those guns before someone gets hurt. Deadpool 3 using the NSYNC song was so funny. Just joined. Hi. That is your humeral joint. Yes. Oh, wow. Wait, was that a pun as well? Because it's isn't it your humerus? Oh, I'm dumb sometimes. You're gonna have to share with me. You have muscle. My grandmother would swear you were starved to death. She would be sending you home with food. I guess I gotta go. Have a great night. Your nurse is bringing you pudding. Your muscles are well trained. Oh, thank you. Yes, yeah. Much love. No. This is actually your humeral joint. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were trying to crack a joke as well. Humerus is your bone. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Funny bone. Yes, right in the funny bone. My funny bones are strong. No, bones can't be. Well, bones can be strong. I don't have osteoporosis. That's true. That's facts. So my funny bone is strong. Humorous nerve called the funny bone. Yes. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Have you ever been in close proximity to a dangerous wild animal? Which one and where? Um, a wild animal. Well, I feel like not really dangerous, especially when I was a child because I thought they were all friends. I picked up a possum and I brought it to my mom and I'm like, "Mom." And I picked up a mole and I brought it to my mom. Um, Pretty much anything that was like I was able to catch, I would just pick it up and take it to my mom and be like, let's keep it. It's my pet now. It's my friend. Um, any large animals? I mean, I've seen coyotes, but I was never really afraid of them. I don't think I've seen a bear in person outside of like the zoo, but I would love a bear. Radius and ulna in the lower arm. Thank you. Tingled elbow. Funny bone is the only one I ever hit somehow. Justin, Miss Goofrey killed herself. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. I heard that. No. Funny bone is different bone. It's your forearm with the median nerve spasm when hit. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the educational segment. Look, all I know is that I'm kind of retarded. I don't. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have said that word because hopefully my video won't be demonetized. But I'm quoting, and I talk about this all the time. If you guys have seen me yapping before, you know that that is my favorite meme of all times. It's Alex Jones saying that. He's on the Joe Rogan podcast and he says, "Look, all I know is that I'm kind of beep tid." And then above it is Socrates. And it says, "All I know is I know nothing at all, is that I know nothing at all." And it's just like, he's a philosopher of our time. And I find that so hilarious. But yeah, that was what I was quoting. Funny bone until you hit it, it turns into not so funny bone. It's your funny bone funny or just a bit of a bore? Yes, lions, Sudan, Africa. Oh, wow. I bet that I bet they're so majestic in person. I've seen some of the, like the zoo, but it's just like, I feel like that's so different. I only trained the muscles of my arms and thighs well, but I haven't trained my abdominal muscles. I like to eat, so like I never have like a six pack. I just have some abs underneath my belly. It's my cat when she hasn't had treats. One stepped over a water moccasin. Oh my gosh, Marissa. Wow, she's vicious or he's vicious. Wild animals, does my X count? Wow. Oh man. Well, what did you do, sir, to unleash the wild animal within her? Australia, small spiders turned out to be redback, one of the most venomous spiders global. Oh, scary. Yes, the fearsome bull. Hey, I wasn't scared, and they could be scary to someone. There may be, you know what? Look it up. I bet that there is some diagnosed case of a mole phobia, okay? And fear is perception based. So someone out there is afraid of moles. So what I did was actually one of the most heroic feats to ever be accomplished. Yeah, so I'm a hero. Flex shoulder is like put elbow at side and arm at 90 degrees. Then start moving elbow, side, arm, 90 degrees. But you like do a little twist with your body too, no? Then start moving elbow away from the body to the side, while flexing the trap muscle and bicep together, and then you get a full flex. Like, but what do you do with this arm though? Are you just flexing one at a time, or are you like flexing them both? You can kind of see my veins popping, huh? If that helps. Yes, kind of. I'm more of a visual learner. I was in the mountains and a snow bear with two cubs came walking very close. Oh, a mama bear? Oh man, yeah, that would be very scary. Cougar, puma, mountain lion across the street from my house. Oh. Did you give them any snacks? Yes, a pack of emus. They had escaped their property and I went to notify the owner. They followed me up on the porch and then beat me up. It was humiliating. Nothing I could do about it. Oh no. Oh no, the emus. Hola. No, you're not. Alex Jones. No, I'm literally quote, like, I know I'm not, yes. I didn't get the diagnosis yet, at least, but who knows? I picked up a toad the size of a rabbit when I was a kid. I had a bear walk over me while I was sleeping. Oh man. Look, I'm kind of uneducated, not uneducatable. Hello from Alberta, Maddy. Maddy Orales. True wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. The more I learn how much I have to learn. Yes. 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 Yeah, exactly. The sun, the plot to block out the sun. And have you guys bought apples recently? I used to love green apples, but even the organics and even from the stores other than Whole Foods, I think that they're all coated in appeal now because I had a bag of apples and I just hadn't been feeling like the apples didn't taste like they weren't the vibe. So I just basically left them on the counter. I left them on the counter for like 3.5 months, completely green still, no discoloration, no mold, nothing, no rotting. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't eat those because that's really sus. They're hungry, scary, and you look like a flower pot compared to a car. I've been near a black bear and a mountain lion. I'm still here, still there. Dang. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the R word. Happy Saturday, Little Hammer. 4,000 moles deaths per year. Yeah, 4,000 mole deaths per year. Mole phobia, you're probably right. I'm sure there's something. People love to make diagnoses up. So I'm sure that there's a mole phobia. There's a spider phobia. There's probably a mole phobia. Some people have a phobia of clowns. Yeah. I looked it up. The fear of hatred of moles is called xenophobia. There you go. I faced some people's largest fear. And I'm curious, like, because it's just like you have to think about that, right? I'm curious if at one point when someone created phobias in general, they created the first phobia, then they're like, crap, should we just like name every single possible phobia that could be possible, which would be every scenario ever? Or should we just wait and roll these out as we get a case? I think that they probably were lazy about it. They probably rolled it out every time they got a case. So if that's accurate, then that means that there were actual people who are legitimately scared of moles. And they have recorded cases of that, I would imagine. That would be my hypothesis. Be careful, it could have gone off. I ducked. Put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You like baseball, by the way? Going to the live games, not necessarily watching on TV. I've been to baseball games before. I'm gonna admit I don't usually care. I'm usually just like there for the vibes. I'd rather watch golf. I like golf. And it's like, I feel like those are both like kind of sports that are like long game sports. But yeah, I'd rather watch golf. You need to come to Greece or Africa. Fruits have a span of 3 days. Yeah, that's real fruit. That's legitimate fruit. Easier to apply than wax. What happened to bananas? I get sick when I eat them now. Yeah, I mean, bananas literally started as like such a different kind of plant than what they are now, though. They've been morphed like a bajillion times. Excuse me, I have a question. Are your Toyota cars very expensive and is the price of oil expensive? Do you mean like petrol, gas? Which country are you based out of? Because I feel like expensive, that's relative, right? What is like a Toyota Camry right now or a Toyota Corolla, guys? I feel like it's probably in like the 40s to 50s, right? Is that right? I think it's probably in the 40s to 50s. Trying to ban food coloring, yeah. Hey, mold is a serious problem. Yes, food dyes. Afraid of seed. I have a phobia of phobias. Xenophobia. Have you left your house today? Lately? Mold or moles? Afraid of a fear of mold is probably. I'm sure that that's a thing too. If there's literally a mole a mole phobia as well. Zimophobia or xenophobia. That's what I have. Spiders scare the heck out of me. I can't help it. When my fight or flight kicks in, it's 100% flight. I love golf and baseball, both fun to watch. Golf is a good game. Yes. China. Deja 好，你是的北京人，北方人还是南方人吗？ Are you from the north? Are you from the south? Banana, no, nah. Tennis is where it's at. I played golf 6 times. My best score was 106. Nice. America's way cheaper than Australia. Really? Is the US dollar very, very weak right now? I wonder if xenophobia gets confused with the fear of body moles. Wait, is the fear of body moles or the fear of like mole creatures? Bananas we eat today are not the same variety that people ate 100 years ago. I know I'm late, but I'm glad I'm able to catch your live stream. Well, welcome. Thalassophobia is my only legit phobia or fear, which is where you can't see the bottom of a body of water, like the deep ocean where you, I watched your listening video and followed you. Well, welcome. Would you live stream games? Yes, I'd like to. A Toyota Corolla is about 25K. A higher end SUV could be 50 or 60. Really? 25K? That's it? Gasoline here in Toronto is about $6 a gallon. $6, wow. Hi, Maddie. But you guys' salaries are higher, right? But also cost of living is just like higher. It's from the north. You have a good Chinese accent. 谢谢. 你喜欢小笼包吗？你喜欢吃小笼包吗？ Do you like to eat 小笼包? No, the US dollar isn't weak. It is the consumer price index. Value for money. America is way better. Really? People were shorter and talked different 100 years ago. Facts. Where's the lie? I recommend Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy VII remakes. Cyberpunk is awesome. Toyota is a cheap Lexus. They are the same car made by the same people. Yeah, but 25K? Did you just look at that? Are you sure? That weird artificial banana flavor tastes like just like the old-fashioned bananas. Huh. I love our convos, guys, because it's like I feel like it's cool to interact with you all, and it's how my mind works, like how we talk, because I'm reading all of your comments and then there are like 20 conversations going on at once, but that's like how I am. I always have like 40 tabs open and it's so much fun. Maddy needs subtitles. There are parts of the USA that are cheaper than Australia, but if you live someplace like San Francisco, it might not be cheaper. Ah, true, okay. With an accent like that, you must love fish balls. I like fish tofu. Less than $3 a main. Maddy needs subtitles. Yes, I Googled it. Banana runts are my least favorite. It's mixed from various things. 2025 Toyota Corolla was actually 22. Okay, is that the base model? Best bananas are the tiny ones that you buy. Yeah. Chat is all over the place for sure. I love your parade. I'm off now. Bye. Corolla's a small car. Camry would be more in the 30 to 40 range. Oh, okay. Yes, like I like steamed buns. I also like hamburgers without sauce because of fat loss. Ah, good for you. You can do it. Jayo. Lexus is a luxury brand of Toyota. Not really that Toyota are cheap Lexus. Yeah. But isn't it more expensive to fix a Lexus still because they kind of do, what do they do to make it more expensive? Because you could technically take it to like a Toyota person and they'd know how to fix it, right? We're in Maddy's zone. Many interconnected realities exist in the same space. Don't ask Kanye if he likes fish tanks. Oh. Lexus is premium brand Toyota. Yes. But what makes it like? Why can't someone that has a Toyota, like that has a Lexus, get it fixed by a Toyota, I guess, shop worker. Is there a Kanye East somewhere? Oh, I'm sure there is. Porsche's Lamborghini Premium. Ah, really? In Australia you do. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that Porsche, and do you say Porsche or Porsche? I didn't know that Porsche is a Lamborghini brand. You can't drink it slow if it's quick. You have the Lexus badge and put on different rims. But is it like, is the engine the same? It is the premium brand, but they are literally the same car. They just have different nose caps and bumper covers on the rear. They even have the same paint color codes. Dang. Same as Cadillac versus GM. Do you read novels? I usually read 4 to 5 books at the same time. Yes, I like to read. I don't really read novels. I like nonfiction. My messages get censored. Look up the Drowned God game if you like conspiracy stuff. Is that what it's called? I can fix a Toyota or a Lexus, same hourly rate. Oh, is it like, is there an issue with a warranty or something? Is that what makes it different? Like, if you were only is it more expensive to get certified to work on a Lexus versus a Toyota? And then it's like, if you're not certified to work on a Lexus, you could still work on a Lexus if you know how to work on a Toyota, but then like the warranty expires, or like how does that work? I just work this year. I want to buy a Camry. Lexus is a dream. It's a little expensive for me. Yeah, Camrys are great. Those are great cars. Corolla, Camry. I mean, even the Hyundai Sonata is a nice car too. Who's your favorite golfer? Who's my favorite golfer? Well, I'm like mixed race, so I'm supposed to say Tiger Woods, but he did all that stuff to his wife, so that was not nice. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite golfer. I would watch that over watching baseball. I prefer to just participate in golf myself. Who's your favorite golfer? Thank you, Enzo Ferrari, for Lamborghinis. Wait, what? What? Porsche and Lamborghini are both part of VW, as are Audi, Rolls-Royce, and Bentley. Ah, my phobia is the Earth breaking orbit and spinning away from the sun. What's that phobia called? What's the name for that phobia? No, that is all BS to entangle people and force them to come back for servicing. Oh, dang. A car is a car, but if you go to a dealer, you pay dealer price. Ah. Just get a Lex Toyota and both shop will fix it. Just say Rory. You're correct. The Hurricane motor was the same as the R8 Audi, and there are tons of VW parts on them all. The hybrid Camry is really fuel efficient. Our oil prices here are more expensive than those in the United States. Golf? Have you listened to George Carlin? And not about golf? Oh, how much is fuel right now in China? And also, I know that I've seen so many ads for that Chinese electric car. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It looks kind of like a Range Rover or like a Hummer kind of vehicle. Do you know what I'm talking about? But it's electric and you can watch, like, you have like a whole TV in it, and then it's like, it has all these additional features, and then it like turns. I think that it can like do like a 360 turn for some reason. What is that called? Because that car looks really cool. The creator of the Drowned God went mad, killed. Oh, a lot of secret stuff shoved in that. Wait, is that the creator of Gods of War? Or not God of War? No, I played part of that game. Gears of War. Gears of War, I literally, that game made me clinically depressed. Just kidding. I'm not depressed, guys. That was a joke. For anybody who wants to go back and try to clip that years of the future, if you think that I'm up to something, I'm not depressed. But anyways, so that game is horrible though, and I cried, and I was like, I can't play this game. And then I was like, is this how guys feel? I think that I talked about this before in another stream, but I was just like, is this how guys really feel? Like, is there like, Is there love? Like, is there like a storyline, or is there like a plot, or is it just like war, death, survival? Because I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I need to like have like, I need to romanticize my life a little bit. I feel sorry for his wife. Divorced 500 million. Dang, that is called doomsday phobia. I think it's called phobia. BYD. Yes, it is sick. Do you like the VW Golf? That sounds like the car for you. I don't like Volkswagen. Sorry. I like Porsche is a German car. I like Porsche, which I think that it's supposed to be similar, right? But I don't like Volkswagen. I think that the new ones, because it's like I'll drive different cars. I like to like rent cars, try them out, because I want to pick one that I really like. And that car is horrible, and it slows you down, and the acceleration is horrible. I like going fast. Corvettes are very cool. I would like a Corvette, but I really like Toyota and Hyundai vehicles. And Honda's also good. Honda, I feel like it used to be more popular than it is now, but I feel like it's also a very reliant car, like a reliant brand. George Carlin didn't like golf. He thought it was wasteful. Ah, that makes sense. I mean, like I would say that like golf is associated with a specific type of people, right? But I like golf just based off of the just like it genuinely is accessible to everybody. Yes, people will not play it. Not everybody will play it, right? But you could literally play that game until you're dead. As long as you can stand. I mean, you may not even have to stand. You could probably hit the ball from a wheelchair if you really tried, or if you really wanted to. So yeah, I think golf is a cool sport. Ooh, it's electric. I think it's a Kia. I don't know what the model number is, but it's no, that's not a Kia. That's not a Kia. Rivian? Or is that a different vehicle? It's not a Rivian. Is it a Rivian? I can't remember. Bids Yang Wang, U8 360-degree rotation. Yes, that's it. It's not Rivian. That's another like electric car. I'll just stick to diesel trucks. Way more efficiency. Yeah. Yeah. Growing up, F-350, Ford Ranger. I had family that worked for Ford, so it's just like in the US, you're like at that point of time you were like you're a Ford or you're Chevy or you're Dodge, but it's like, come on, why would you be Dodge? Now it's just kind of like I feel like those companies. I don't know. Chevy. I drove a Chevy Malibu recently, and that wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but like I wasn't the biggest fan. It wasn't. It didn't feel as luxurious as like a Toyota or a Hyundai. It was very like boxy, but it drove nice. I'll just stick to diesel trucks. Bids Yangwang U8 360-degree rotation one. I love the buzzwords. Like, is this the actual title of the vehicle? Because I love that. It's giving like Alibaba, like t-shirt, extra woman beauty event type wear that you can also go to a church in, long sleeve, short sleeve, mix match. just like all of the buzzwords. Def Leppard created Gods of War. Enzo Ferrari was not a nice man. The Lamborghini family made tractors, but the head guy collected cars. He bought a Ferrari and he had problems with the clutch. Vegas should be called an accident waiting to happen. Warning people don't watch TV while you drive safe. Told Lamborghini that the problem was that he couldn't drive a clutch car properly, and then said if he thought it was so easy, he should. Sorry, I can only understand some of your keywords, and I don't understand most of them. I'm still learning English. 现在我正我不知道 car bids Yang Wang U吧，460 degree rotation. I don't know how to say all of that. SUV. That's what we were talking about. 非常好，太好了。Okay. 对不起，我中文不好了。Yeah, VWs used to be better. I said, I'm talking about the car. I said the car is what we're talking about. And then I said, sorry, my Mandarin is bad. Yeah, VWs used to be better. I'm mixed race as well. My mother is Black American and my father is Afro-Latina. Ah, or so the story goes. It's almost May. It is 2020. Is it 2026 yet? Racist. Corvettes are made about 1 hour south of me in Kentucky. Nice. I like Corvettes. Honda, now Hyundai have really been good lately. Yes. Hyundai, like, I feel like Hyundai was slept on and now they're so cool. And I love the look of the Genesis. I think that it's such a sleek car and it's so affordable in comparison to a Lexus. It's very affordable. But I don't know about longevity because I feel like they just kind of came up here and they've just been on the top wave. But I feel like we don't know about longevity, right? We're not going to know until we know. Golf is amazing, which is why I was asking about Vegas. Going to be playing golf in Henderson just outside Vegas next week. Nice. Golf courses should be turned into housing for the houseless people. I mean, there's a bunch of unoccupied land that's not already a golf course. But I get what you're saying. I get the sentiment. But I mean, like, we have so much land that's just sitting or that's being built. You know what should happen? All of the housing developments that were purchased, the land that was purchased and then the homes that were built on all of these like, get rich quick BlackRock scheme kind of esque properties, that then are half built and nobody's living in. Maybe we should give back to the homeless. I don't know. That'd be kind of cute. Vehicles are somewhat generic these days. Ford makes Range Rovers and Jaguars. They all have premium brands. Yeah. 91 F-250 4x4 300K. It's still going to 300K miles. Nice. You know, my grandpa drove like I think it was like a 92 or 93 Bronco, and that thing ran. And it looked so cool. And I love the Broncos are coming back now. Everybody's driving a Bronco. I have a 2018 Ford Raptor. Chinese cars probably doubled in price recently due to, so if you want one of them, you better get to saving. Yeah, no, importing a car right now at this point that's goofy. I still have my 01 Dakota with 5190. Nice. We were a Chevy family until my sister went to work for Ford. Fun fact, she married a guy who worked for Chrysler. It is. I ride my unicycle sometimes. Nice. That is the brand name and specification. I love that. It's so like just buzzwordy. I work at Stratton. Don't trust our sports cars, Porsche, etc. Buy ATR. What is ATR? 96 Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer edition, best car. Wow, you got the Eddie Bauer edition. Fancy. Upper middle class. If you want a good laugh, listen to what comedian Lewis Black has to say about golf. Okay, Volvo has the softest leather seats ever. You don't need to use Chinese conversation. I just watch your live broadcast and then watch your chat and communicate casually. Oh, well, thank you. Now, I don't mind practicing. I don't mind practicing sometimes, but it's really bad. My Mandarin is very bad. Been to the Corvette manufacturing plant and the museum in Bowling Green. Volvo cars are really super safe and a good car. I think there is a new model this year. I like its interior. Just listen to George Carlin on golf courses. You'll love it. The Princess Bride. I think golf ruins a good walk, but I wouldn't destroy a golf course. Yeah, something that people were talking about recently, which is kind of sad, but also it makes sense, right? People who golf, like you have health benefits, right? If you're walking partially and also the exercise, but the grass is treated with glyphosate. Someone write it in the comments. You guys know what I'm saying. Glyphosate. You know what I'm talking about. And that's apparently not very good for humans. So I guess some people are claiming that there are cases of some older people getting sick from spending so much time in the golf course. But it's just like everything kills you at this point. So it's just like live your life. The Camry's made in Georgetown, Kentucky, and I think Ford trucks are made in Louisville, Kentucky. Oh wow! Starting flight school. If you had a choice, would you choose fixed wing or helicopter? Don't. I mean, why helicopter? Why would you want to fly helicopter? I'm just asking, like not like in a judgmental way, but like what, like do you have like a specific reason? Do you want to like go out into the jungle and then like or like do you want to be like a Navy SEAL, like a lead operative that picks people up? I don't know what that would be called. I guess you wouldn't be a Navy SEAL, but you'd be working for them. I don't know, like why helicopter? Or like do you want to like work for a hospital and like drop people off? Because if it's not any of those, I would say just learn to fly a plane. But if you have like a specific reason for a helicopter, why not? But I have heard that helicopters are much more dangerous to fly, and yeah, just be safe. Ford owned Jaguar, and like landing is more challenging. Ford owned Jaguar from 1999 to 2008. Nice. Habibi, come to Dubai. We will do 360 kilometers an hour. Is that like 200 and like, is that like 280? Is that like what is that? 280 miles per hour? Mixed races have the most beautiful children. You are a perfect example. Well, thank you. Dare you to listen to best Cuban music on the planet. Kiki Valera. Okay. Glyphosate. Phosphates. Glyphosate. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. See where a sinkhole opened up in the Corvette Museum and swallowed up a dozen Corvettes? Dang. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if somebody this would be a conspiracy, right? I wonder if somebody just blew it up and they like had like a parachute, like not a parachute attached. They had like a, what is it, like a safety net at the bottom that just caught all the Corvettes. That's like some Mr. Beast stuff. Just caught all the Corvettes and then they just drove them off through the underground tunnels. That's very conspiracy coded. Okay, there you go. You ask about what my favorite conspiracy is. Now it's that. No helicopter is too unstable. No helicopter is too unstable. Exactly, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like, unless you have like a specific goal that you wanna like fly helicopters. Basically, Roundup is used. Yes, thank you. There you go. Mosquito ultralight copter. 223 miles per hour. Dang, my math was not mathing. Choppers are just as safe as planes. Flew them in the military. Landing, you can, flying is not the issue, it's the landing, no? My hubby has given me the look. It's time to say goodnight. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, Marissa. I agree, if a helicopter conks out, you go straight down. But if an airplane engine conks out, there's a chance of gliding. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Thanks for stopping by. You needed to do Carl Barron, Aussie stand-up. He is more an observationist. Oh, okay. Your math was definitely mathing. And not mathing enough. Let me see. What was the strangest dream you've ever had? You know, you guys probably have had deja vu, right? I can't think of a specific dream, but I feel like there are times where, you know, like you have dreams and then like the stuff happens and you're just like, whoa, you're just like sitting in that moment where you're kind of like, whoa, this is crazy. I know what's happening right now. I don't like that one. I had a reoccurring dream that came true. Ooh, do you remember it? Same with copter called auto gyro. Like, whoa, seriously, do tariffs have a big impact on the people of the United States now where your living costs increase a lot? I think that tariffs will impact us. I I feel like it's going to be delayed. Don't you guys agree? And then I'm also concerned about the impact of that occurring simultaneously while AI is mapped to take a few different jobs over. So that's kind of my concern. Because it's like if the people are in, dang, I just dropped it, are in a recession and then also are getting laid off and can't find work, then I feel like it's gonna be worse. Cause like we're American, we like to spend money. It doesn't matter if we're in a depression, we spend in that moolah, you feel me? That's just, it's in the ego blood. It's in that ego blood. We're spending money, so we like to stimulate the economy. But yeah, if nobody has money to spend because everybody's jobless, then yeah, it might be bad. But I don't know. I'm not an economist or anything. I'm just a yapper. Took them about a year to recover them. The Corvette Museum is really close. Oh, they recovered them. Oh, Mammoth Cave. Helicopters can physics when engine goes out. The blades will use the surf to spin to help land. How much is a dozen eggs where you are approximately? I have no clue. Couldn't be me buying eggs. Couldn't be me. I've got 5 reasons why I don't need to buy eggs. And their names are Dolores, Henrietta, Black, Mild, and Moon. Those are my chickens. I have Superstar too, but he doesn't lay eggs, unfortunately. We put tariffs on penguins. Yeah, it'll take a while to hit. I dreamt of my MBA strategy exam. I printed the notes for what I saw in my dream. Exam was no way. That's the sickest dream. Wow. What did you get your MBA for? Check out Crosby, Stills and Nash song Deja Vu. I know I've done some of their songs, but I don't know if it was that one. Why helicopter? Just for fun, I took an introductory flight in a fixed-wing Piper Cherokee. I did not like it. I might just buy a mountain bicycle, LOL. Well, so terminology, I'm not the best at terminology. I flew once. I haven't flown again. I would like to, but again, like I said, I'm saving. But I did get the itch to fly and to try it, and I really liked it. But there, like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. There are planes that have top wings and there are planes that have bottom wings. Did you fly a top wing plane or a bottom wing plane? I think that what my instructor said was that the top wing plane is more challenging to fly, but if you can fly the top wing, you can fly the bottom wing. It's one or the other. I can't remember, but I flew a top wing. Check out Crosby, Stills and Nash. Helicopter, nothing crazy. 3 guys on skateboards were behind me while I was listening to music. One a street, then a white Mustang turned left, then like a week later it happened. Oh. But it's like when you have a dream like that where something happens, it makes it kind of impactful. Like you're like, is something crazy gonna happen after this? Like what's about to happen? And then it's like it might be something completely mundane, right? Mundane or mundane? Let me know in the comments. Mundane or mundane? How do you say it? But yeah, it's like, are you like, am I gonna get robbed? Like, what's gonna happen after this Mustang turns left? Saves the shuffle. Good. Too many penguins in the US now. It's tricky. Bringing jobs back is great, but we need people that want to work them. Facts. That's true. Sometimes I dream that I answer texts and then later I find out that I didn't. She loves her chickens. Yes. The eggs I have here are about $14. Ah. Killer Tune by CSNY. Scored the 3rd highest in that exam and I knew nothing. It was an executive MBA for School of Finance and Actuary. Oh, wow. Okay, so are you CPA certified? I like planes with wings. Ones without them don't fly for me. Nah, it freaked me out. I went back home. Moon. Like done. Mun. There we go. We've got two Mon and Mun. We've got both. I think it's time for me to turn it in. Bye. Good night. I had the same dream 3 times when I was younger. The sun was dancing around in the sky, and then I was walking through the city and the buildings were collapsing. Oh, dang. Unless I'm in a huge hurry, I'd rather drive across country. There are so many places to see, like going through the Rockies. Ah. I was in a bottom wing. Cessna is top wing. Ah. Maybe it's the bottom. No, but commercials are all bottom wings. Try a top wing. I'm not CPA certified, but I am an investment banking certified. I am an investment banking certified. Wait, is that a certificate? What is a goal you would like to accomplish in the near future? Finish my renovations in my house. I would like to do that in the future. And also grow my other channel to 100K. Hey now. And grow this channel to 1 million. And grow my personal skills for my regular job. A top or a bottom. The wings of the plane. Get a greenhouse. I'd like to get a greenhouse, but I want like a legit greenhouse. Like I want a Victorian style, like iron, lead paint, glass, extravagant greenhouse. I don't just want a plastic one off of Wish. There's not a certificate for investment banking, all the skills that add to it. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, that doesn't sound like it's it's an actual certificate, but maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay, what are the skills necessary for investment banking? High wing gas, better view, no wing in the way. True. I had a dream that I became a millionaire and it was beautiful. Let me tell you, when I woke up, seeing the Grand Canyon from 5,000 feet, 50,000 feet isn't the same as seeing them up close. Oh, well, thank you. SMH, do you play an instrument? I've played instruments. I took piano lessons for a bit of time, but I sing. I read music, but I couldn't read music and play. So I would just play by ear. And then like reading music was too slow and I was like, I didn't want to learn this. And then now I'm like, dang, I should have just learned. But you know, you live and learn. Anchor, are you broadcasting live or regularly? I love Google Translate. It's so like formal. Yes, very irregularly, but I try to stream when I can. Ahaha, solid finance or accounting degree, and these days a solid Word, Excel, and PowerPoint advanced skills. Dang, okay, so you're making some PowerPoints. I play a nail gun and table saw really well. What are you making with those things? Let's see. They're like, I had my windows open today, so now there are buggies that are just attracted to my ring lights. I'm trying to like, I don't want to kill it. It's a little moth. Dang, these questions are kind of... Okay. What was the most expensive item you've ever purchased? My house. What about you guys? I play a nail gun and table saw really well, fixing my deck and furniture. Oh, cool. Farewell. Ciao, Bella. 90% of my time is on PowerPoint, pitch decks, value deck, annual general meeting. Yeah. I feel like that job is probably a majority about convincing people to jump on board with your ideas. I mean, you have to have good ideas, right? But like, it's just like you have to be able to pitch it, because even if you had really great ideas, if you can't pitch the ideas, they're not going to believe in your confidence in investing their money. So it's like, I feel like you really have to be a salesperson almost. Couldn't you be in a skiffle band with those? Well, I was in a band for a short period of time. Us should try to get their manufacturing, the US should try to get their manufacturing back. Imagine World War III trying to go, "Oh, pump out material, US got restaurants in there." Well, yeah, I mean, I think that that will probably be robots because, I mean, realistically, like, I think somebody had mentioned it earlier, like, there aren't, I don't think, firstly, I don't think that the US companies would want to pay the wages that American workers would require to live a life that would not be extremely impoverished. And then, yeah, just nobody wants those jobs. But it sucks. It's like a catch-22 because it's like, could we just lower the cost of everything? I mean, they kept on printing more money, but like, could we just lower the cost of everything and then like be like, hey guys, let's start over. And everybody work at the factories again, like in the 1920s through 1960s, 1950s. Let's do that. I don't know. I feel like they're just like, we want to replace those with robots and then spray the sky and then see who drops. And I don't know. Child support. You should try to get those manufacturing back. I tried trumpet and acoustic guitar. I loved trumpet. That was in 2nd grade. I used to play the violin as a kid. I'd come home from school carrying my football helmet and shoulder pads in one hand and my violin case in my other. Yep, I had 10 years in sales. Ah, okay. Watch Jordan Belfort's skills on sales. Just don't do the Jordan Belfort in Wolf of Wall Street. Start a Yeah, that guy was like, I mean, that movie was pretty intense, so I feel like that guy, he really sacrificed it all for money. That movie upset me because he left his like dedicated wife who was with him from the start. Been a while, seems like. Welcome, 40 billion scam. I was more upset about the wife thing. Let me see. What is your opinion on marriage? It's good. Do you have any vices or habits that hold you back in life? Yes. Over researching, I think, and yeah, over researching. But I think that that's positive and negative, right? But it's like, it can lead to inaction sometimes. Yeah, the wife thing is depressing. Yeah. Look forward to seeing you react to Elephantasia by Park Hyung. Child's most expensive thing. I raised my kids and still paid almost one. Oh man. I have low self-esteem, not confident in my abilities. Oh no. I took piano lessons for 2 years and only learned chopsticks. I swore I was Beethoven. Nice. I quit smoking 1 year ago. Nice, good for you. Do you have any beliefs that have changed significantly over time? Yes. I think, and what about you guys? I think that when I was a little one, I thought that everyone was good, inherently good. And then when I aged a bit more, I thought everyone was bad. And now I realize that everyone is on a spectrum. But we're all sinners, right? And we're all imperfect. So I think that that's something like, it's like, yeah. Marriage, a man, a woman, two become one, create life. Yep, I'm really good at what I do, but I do not feel confident at all. This probably held me back. Well, you know, isn't that like, what is it called? Imposter syndrome. I have 3 sisters. Sisters! My wife left when our kids were 3 and 7, so I was a single father for years. I studied piano for 7 years, and then in China, piano hierarchy, I got the 9th grade. That's really cool. Good old Romans 3:23. I used to think the characters in movies were who they were in real life. So when I saw Kindergarten Cop, I used to say, if only those kids knew he was a robot, they're dead. That's random. I was an out of the womb atheist, but have seen the light. That's awesome. What lessons have you had to learn the hard way? What lessons have you had to learn the hard way? That I'm stubborn. I think that's probably the biggest one, that I'm stubborn, but also I feel like that's like a character trait that's positive and negative. So it's like I'm stubborn through things sometimes, and it's like, okay, maybe you should not be so stubborn, but you know, life. These are some interesting questions. This is a pack of questions. Yes, it is. Every single woman, one of them, why did I say woman? Lessons people mistake selfish ambition for loyalty. People mistake selfish ambition for loyalty. Oh, that's really deep, actually. Dang. People mistake selfish ambition for loyalty. Dang. Wow, that kind of hit me. Wow. Wow. I have to drink some water for that one. Wow. People mistake selfish ambition for loyalty. Wow. That's really deep. I feel like, because it's just like I'm thinking, like I have to think on that one. Because it's like, okay, so it's kind of saying that you may have friends that are just with you to ride to the top and get whatever they want, right? Or you may have relationships where people are just with you to ride to the top and get whatever they want. And it could appear as loyalty, but you wouldn't know until that person reached that point. Or if they never reached that point, you would never know. That's really, yeah. But I think then it's like you have to wonder, right? If that person reaches that point where I'm assuming that the person that they're kind of like on the coattails of is at, if that person reaches that point and then they still remain loyal in whatever business, friendship, relationship, right? Based off of principle, is that bad? I don't know. That's really a deep one. I'm German Irish. I come by my stubbornness genetically. Never shoot a high caliber man with a small feet. What? Dog poop over time turns out not to be chalk. What's your favorite drink, alcohol and non? My favorite drinks? Water. That's what I drink the most of. Selfish ambition and loyalty can look similar but stem from different roots. Yeah. Yeah. True. Selfish ambition and loyalty can look similar but stem from different roots. Yeah. I feel like that's really deep concept though, because it's like, I would say that a majority of people are going to be there are many people that are kind-hearted, right, and that want to see others succeed, but also many times if that person doesn't have some sort of personal ambition or selfish ambition like you've expressed, then it's kind of hard for that person to excel, right? Because it's like closed mouths don't get fed, right? But But it's like, I think that if you care about people and you genuinely do have, you have the capacity to care, and not like just like on the psychopathy scale, like of like AS, what is it, ASPD or whatever, then I mean, I feel like just being around those people or that person or whatever that you're benefiting from, you would grow an attachment to them. No? I mean, I guess like if you literally are a psychopath, then no. But it could be something that is loyal. I don't know. I feel like that's hard because it's like you're talking about intentions. And I get what you're saying. But also, I feel like it's hard for someone to care until they do. But when they do, I don't know, I'm like thinking too deeply into this. Ambition drives personal gain, often at others' expense, while loyalty prioritizes collective or relational commitment, even when it's costly. I heard a quote recently that I think ties into this, though. It's that if you want to get somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to get somewhere and stay there, go together. And I think that that's accurate. But yeah, I think that somebody can be ambitious and I mean, because it's like, define selfish, because each individual person has like a self-sustaining need to survive. So is that selfish? Or are you talking about specifically people that are pushing others and like hurting people on their way to success? Because I think that some people could be selfishly ambitious and they might not do something to hurt others on their way. The mistake happens when people project loyalty onto self-serving actions, misreading motives. True. Self-serving actions, misreading motives. Yeah, true. But there could always be multiple motives, no? Good one. Also, don't replace dreams for glory. Nice. Yeah, that is mine. Yes, wow. Look up to the right and remember how that comment affects you. Yeah, that comment is intense. Loyalty, honor, courage. Excel in the short term, but in the long term, expel. We should go together. Amazing how fast time passes with your live stream. Been 2 hours already. Yay! I think friendship has been kicked to the curb in recent years. Most are rather shallow and break easily. Well, I don't think that that's accurate. I think that it's just, it's like, there are many factors that are attempting to train humans into just quick dopamine fixes. You know, like you swipe for friends, you swipe for relationships, you swipe for whatever, you view whatever you're viewing, and then just like swipe and continue swiping, and then it's just like you always, it's, what is it, the grass is always greener, right? So it's like you don't have as much of a drive to go deeper with people. I think when sometimes people think, oh, well, I could just go like with the next person or whatever, or like, oh, this friend, like they're having a problem, I'm gonna just ditch them and go to the next friend. Like you know, so I feel like that's harder to do at this point in time because everybody's used to like those quick dopamine hits, but then it's like it's leaving people feeling empty. And I think that once people have that feeling and that longing, then things change. But yeah, I do think that it takes a bit, and it also takes someone who can be introspective. But I don't think that it's kicked to the curb. I think that people still continue to do that. You have to be selfish to an extent. Yeah. Whoa, that was 2 hours. People give to charity because they selfishly want to feel good about themselves and for the tax write-offs. And I mean, like, yes, you could give to charity too for the charity. I think that all three of those things can be accurate and true at the same time, right? You can give to charity I mean, like if someone's giving under the table and they're not telling anybody, then it's not necessarily to like show off to people, right? But they could still be fulfilling something within themselves. But then they could also care about the cause. I always try to think how I would feel if I were in the other person's place. It is enlightening. Yes. Empathy is dying. I don't think empathy is dying. I just think that it's like buried underneath of all of the mush. You just have to go a little deeper. You have to really want it. You have to really want to experience it, other people's pain. And I think that that's tough when so many people are struggling. It's tough to like step into someone else's shoes when everybody's in turmoil and despair all the time. So try to feel a little lighter. You need to listen to that song, Me and You. I forget the artist's name. She's so cute though. You need to listen to that song. That needs to be what life is more like for you. Selfish ambition, I mean, people perceive loyalty as anything that serves them. So anything contrary to their perception is disloyal. Anything good in their perception to them is loyalty. Anything contrary to their perception is disloyal. Well, I feel like loyalty, being loyal is like a specific set of, it's a defined term, no? Contrary to their perception is disloyal. Anything good in their perception to them is loyalty. Do you mean like mafia family stuff? It's giving like Italian mafia family kind of vibes. Well, how many friends are willing to contradict you? And especially if you are doing something detrimental, or do they just affirm you even in bad behaviors? Well, I think that depends on the person, right? Because some people want those enabling friendships, and some people want friendships of people who will call them out. So I think that it just depends on the person. But those types of people, both types of people will always exist, and I don't know. Friendships are real still. You can still have good friendships. True. Good night. For example, if you had two friends that had an argument, one friend thinks not taking their side is disloyal, other thinks taking their side is loyal. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. It's like, even if they might be wrong, if you don't take their side when you're around other people, then that's considered as like disrespectful. And then it's kind of like a break in like the contract of trust or whatever. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Is that a wall behind you or a wooden door? It's a wall. Empathy is buried in virtue signaling. Y'all are pessimists. You need to listen to that song that I just told you about, Me and You. Depends on age. Younger people are loyal to their friends no matter what. Adults are usually more careful because they've seen more of the bad side of life. It's hard to be empathetic for a generation that does not communicate face to face. That is what we need more of. Everyone treats others as NPCs. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like, I think that both like always, we always have to have compassion for people, right? Because everyone grew up in different circumstances, and those circumstances unfortunately molded and contributed to our programming. So just having compassion, and then I think then just having conversations like you're talking about. But I mean, even having comments, sharing comments, I think that that's important too. Yellow Wolf, it's always been me and you. Not Yellow Wolf. I don't remember what her name is. Did you call me a mob boss? Hey, Maddie, welcome to the family. You were a maid wolf. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. True friends will call you out. Yes. But some people can't handle true friends. But that's like, I don't think that's a dying thing though. People that are selfish exhibit a deficiency in regard for others. Yes, exactly. That is 99% of dealing with people. Pray. I've had bad circumstances, but I'm fine with it. Hello. Nice. That's a good one. In what way do you consider yourself to be blessed? I am blessed because I have the opportunity to be on this platform and communicating with so many of you guys from all around the world, literally all around the world, and with different viewpoints and with different stories and backstories. I am grateful because I am capable and physically able-bodied. I am blessed because I have a home to live in and sleep in, and I have food. I'm blessed because I literally get to live a dream, and I'm blessed because I have friends and family that I love very much and that also love me. How are you guys blessed? Maddie, you are good. It's hard to decipher some of these philosophies. Very nice answers. Look, all I know is that I'm kind of retarded. Yanni means bedtime. Yes, Gabrielle, Hope, me and you, exactly. Listen to that song. It is yes. It is everything. It's everything to me now. It's everything. It's been like the song for me for the past couple days, and it's so cute. It's so like it's simplistic, but it's the sweetest, and it's just like it's the Appalachian, just comfy feeling of just cute and happiness and joy about life and like the simplicity of life and how beautiful it is. How was your day? It was great. How was yours? This is why I'm still alive. My amazing cat loves me. Yay! Blessed in too many ways to list. You have a good night. You're a very special woman. God bless. Thank you. I think your definition of friends is too detailed. Ha. As long as this person doesn't harm you and doesn't stop you from moving forward, he is a good friend. True. I'm going through a lot. Yeah, I feel like it depends on expectations, right, that you place on someone. I got to care for my mother when she was sick. She was with her. I was with her for her last breath and formed a relationship we didn't have before. For that, I'm blessed. Amazing. Amazing. That's so beautiful that you were able to create that connection. If you wake up every day, you are blessed. I'm blessed because I have a roof and a full belly. Everything else is just a bonus. Nice. In what ways have you changed over the past year? Well, I started this year out as 10'10", and now I'm 12'14". So I've grown a bit. That's so cheesy. That has 6 heart attacks since Xmas. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm sorry. Was that a good one though? I'm trying to, that's tough though. I'm like still, I'm like stuck. I'm like, dang, I feel like my joke was kind of funny, but also that was really intense stuff afterwards. I'm still only 10 foot. Well, just keep thinking about growing and it'll happen. Let me see. Okay. A friend will help you move. A good friend will help you move on. No, you're fine. What is a quality or trait that you find attractive in a partner? I like having discussions and I like humor. And I like devotion. I think that that's slightly different than loyalty. I think devotion is deeper and it's romantic. I think loyalty is sometimes like what you're talking about. Loyalty is sometimes like ugly, you know? But devotion, that's romantic. You're blessed and love that with the accomplishment you have obtained, you are still grounded. Much respect. Well, thank you so much. What are your thoughts on BioSilk? I use it on my hair. BioSilk. That's a brand. Do they also have like skincare oil? Devotion is amazing. Humor, outside the box, peak of mind. In what ways are you similar to your parents? I'm stubborn. I've already said that though. And I'm loud. Let's see. Devotion is more continuous. Yeah. Witty and intelligent are good qualities. Yeah. Well, I think that those things are the things that really matter, because I mean, I'd like to think that we keep our minds as we age, right? As long as you're still using it and you're not doing anything too bad to yourself. Possible correlation of Alzheimer's and sugar consumption. So watch that. I'm just a girl on the internet, not a professional, but yeah, I feel like you always will have, if you have wit, you have intelligence, and you have devotion, then you're good. It doesn't matter. Not at all, like in any like way. I came home from Morgan 25 years ago to help my mom take care of my dad after a stroke. Now I'm taking care of my mom after. Aw. Hey, I'm a big fan of your channel. Well, thank you. Welcome. What is the worst injury you've had? Have you ever tried yoga or Pilates? Yes. The worst injury I've had, I used to competitively ride horses. It's basically rodeo stuff, but it's called gymkhana. No, not with cars, with horses. You do obstacle courses. And my horse, my like childhood horse, she was retiring, so I got another horse, and he was a different style horse. Like my horse was very like body motion oriented, and the horse that I got after, this little moth, his previous owner was like this very large guy that just like tugged his bit in his mouth, and that was like how he controlled him. And that wasn't my style of riding, so the horse didn't respect me, and I was running him because it's like you do barrel pulls, just like you do like little weaving motions on your horse as fast as you can, timer, and he didn't respect me. He bucked me off, and yeah, like that was pretty intense, because like he was going pretty fast. But yeah, it like kind of, my hips kind of got like a, what is it? They weren't dislocated, but a slight tilt, and it was very painful. And I ripped my pants. I think I told you guys that story, because I remember I was so upset about my pants. Like I was in pain, but like I was more upset about my pants because like I just got those pants and they were really cute and they ripped, and I was so upset. I broke my ankle, but I had surgery. Ah, my worst injury was 2 vape batteries blowing up in my pocket, causing 3rd-degree burns on most of my, dang. If that isn't telling you to stop vaping, I don't know what is. There was a TV show about that. A TV show about what? Worst dang, problem, intestine issue, stomach thing. Say it again. Home from Atlanta. Are you talking about bio oil? Are you talking about gymkhana, like horse riding? You saying that there's like a horse riding show? Hello. My pants were really cute. They were very cute pants, and I was very upset. And there was a photographer taking pictures of the event. Because it's like at horse shows, there's usually like a designated photographer that takes photos that you can buy afterwards, and then like put horseback riding, katana. Huh? Katana? I'm confused. A photographer. What? Yeah, so when you're writing, the photographer will sometimes take action shots. It's so that they can sell it to you after. This is like a very small town thing. But anyways, so she got photos of me. Of course, I didn't want to buy those photos from her because that was like that was like an embarrassing moment, but she got the photos. But she wanted to sell them to me. And I was like, ma'am, no. What? My worst injury was a torn rotator cuff, left shoulder when I slipped on ice. Screw my broken hip, I ripped my pants. Yeah, pretty much. That was, I was a teen, so you get it. My pants, my brand new pants. My pain tolerance is pretty high. Poet, my cute pants. Dang, I need more questions. What did you like the most about where you grew up and why? My animals. My horse Cash. That was my fave. I love your music. What is your going out routine? How much time do you spend getting ready? I don't typically go out. If I were like going to the grocery store or like going to meet friends for like coffee or something, it'd probably take me like, I don't know, like maybe 40 minutes. It depends. Like, is my hair dry? Am I taking a shower? Do I have to like dry my hair? Because then it'd be like an hour. Would you eat frog legs? Maybe. I used to go frog gigging. It made me sad though. So I stopped because I thought that it was fun at first. And then after you catch a few frogs and you put them in a bag and they're still alive after you've, never mind. My left calf exploded. I couldn't walk or put any weight on it for 3 months. I had to learn how to walk again. Dang, exploded. Who put a bomb in your calf? What the heck? Everything open 24/7. Things constantly going on. 258 back when Vegas was actually Vegas, which is more profitable. I'm streaming on YouTube or TikTok. I think it depends. Because if you're selling something, then TikTok is probably more profitable. Which video of yours has had the most views? I think that you're able to view that. I actually don't know. What was your worst first date? I don't even remember. I feel like I wouldn't remember the bad ones. Frog legs are good, taste like fish. Ah, frog legs were fishy and chickeny. I don't go out, no place I want to go, no one to go with. The best meat, LOL, thanks. You are gorgeous. That's awesome. Are you in the country? I was tricked too about frog legs. Dang. Can you do the robot? Like, not very good. I can, but not good. I'm running out. What is one thing you've been wanting to do but have been pushing off? Editing my next video on my other channel, which maybe I'll start doing that tomorrow. My other channel is Maddy Attack. If you want to watch just random stuff. Ha ha ha. Nice. I just missed a step in the dark. My calf was bigger than my thigh. I was bruised from toe to... Ow. Woman reacts to billboard on woman for 20 minutes straight. Ha ha ha. I dig your curly hair. Well, thank you. I didn't have a choice, but I like my hair too. What are your thoughts on today's music? Rap, country, rock? That's really vague. What do you mean? Like, do you mean radio music, programming music? Legitimately, it's called programming music. That's on the program of the radio stations. Nobody listens to radio. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but people aren't listening to radio anymore. So yeah, and it's for a reason. Ooh, Batman the Caped Crusader is so good. You have to check it out. What's your plans? I used to work in radio. Older music is always better. Well, I digress because good morning from Sweden. Good morning. Okay, then new. I like artists that are artists still, right? But it's like harder to you search for them because they're not going to be on the radio. If you try searching for them on the radio, you're not going to find them. You'd have to find them on Spotify or on YouTube. I listen to radio. I'm old. How do you rate a day that is getting coffee, going golfing, getting good food on the course? What do you mean? Do you mean like is that a good day? That's a good day. I'm an old man. I feel like yeah. That's like a good I'm losing my words, guys. I'm starting to get sleepy. What's the word? That's a good chronological order of events. Yeah, I'm an old man. I still listen to classic rock on FM. Sad. Good days living by the water. Nice. 95.7 The Ride. You know who's good? Who's good? And she's popular. She's kind of popular now. Laufey, I think her name is. She's like a jazz singer. What's your favorite era and genre of music? I like the 60s. I like the 70s. And I like some current music, but it's like underground music. What's your favorite? Farm, autumn, spring days, sunshine. Yeah, reminds me somewhat of Sade. Yeah, kind of. I like jazz though. I like jazz. I like to sing jazz. That's my favorite style of music to sing. But yeah, she's really good. Guys, I'm getting sleepy and I don't want to bring the energy down. Have you ever listened to Slayer's music? I think that maybe I did a reaction to one of her songs. Maybe not. I don't know. Lovey's a great singer from Iceland. Yes, she's very good. She's very good. But guys, it's getting late for me. I'm getting sleepy and I don't want to bring the energy down. So I'm just going to bring this to a close. It's been so much fun. Would love for you to react to Dire Straits. Have a great night. I mean, waiting for nothing. Good night. It's music, play instrument with actual talent, master of their crafts. There are still musicians like that. They're out there, but they're not going to be on the radio. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you more on the channel. Please make sure that you comment on the videos. I love to see your comments. I try to respond to them, and it also helps to boost engagement to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye.